Hi there. If you are anything like me, you have definitely ended up on the self help side of YouTube. And sometimes, sometimes those videos are really helpful. And then other times, they really just end up annoying me because it's somebody who has decided that they know my life, right? They know exactly what's wrong with me. These four habits are ruining your blank. And really, like, it's almost like if you were to go to see a lot of like psychics that are really just good at cold reading, right? So you put out a bunch of feelers that possibly could be right. So out of those four habits, you hope one resonates, and then the other ones you're like, eh, you know? And while I fall down that rabbit hole far too many times, and let's be real, probably will fall down that rabbit hole later this afternoon. Um, I it's the reason why this video is titled "I am not a checklist" is because when I was thinking about formalizing this consulting that I've been doing more informally or just haven't really been talking about, and then I started thinking about, okay, well, if I'm going to promote it, how am I supposed to promote it, right? Like, how, oh, am I supposed to be like a normal consultant that's like for X, Y, and Z to get your first client or blank? And there are infinite number of routes that you could take. And so, like, what am I supposed to just build a whole entire diagram? I could build an entire quiz to try and get there, but there are just infinite possibilities, especially depending upon your specific situation. And the problem with being a builder like me is that because there are infinite possibilities, sometimes you get overwhelmed by just how many options there are. And then you're like, well, I don't know which one to choose because I can see all of them working out in different ways. And that's why, at least for me, what helps me make those decisions is I really go down the rabbit hole to the point where I'm like picturing living that life because I think that, like, when you're an entrepreneur, I think that you either are in it to like play the game or to build the life. And I think that like neither one is wrong. I just think that it shapes the way that you choose to do what you do next. Because if you're in it to play the game, plenty of people have a playbook, and you can just pick one of those plays, run it again and again, and you know that you're gonna get some points eventually, right? But then if you are trying to build more of a life, wow, it is, I can't tell if, I don't know if you can hear this, but it has been very loud since I clicked record. Um, if you're in it to build a life, though, that is slower and harder, but oof, the picture of that one, especially when you can figure out systems that align with it, oof, that one just speaks to me so much more. And one thing that I ended up, like, I went down the rabbit hole on female billionaires maybe like a month or two ago, and I really appreciated I really appreciate Sarah Blakely, who is the founder of Spanx Energy, because you can just tell that she's in it to like love life, love what she does, love her customers, love the product that she created. It's just everything oozes from a product and a life that she loves. And I think that most people that work with me, they would agree that that is my energy as well. Uh, and I think that that's also what makes me so effective when it comes to these one-on-one sessions, is because if I'm trying to build a life that I love, that's clearly going to be a priority for the person that I'm talking to as well. And yeah, of course there are actionable steps, but again, infinite number of routes to set actionable steps. Now there's a helicopter. There's multiple. You know, it's New York. It's New York. We're rolling with it. Um, and I just realized that sometimes with these checklists, especially when I go down the rabbit hole a little too much, and then I end up convincing myself I'm behind because I'm not playing the game, I'm building the life, then sometimes I just end up judging myself by this list or this like timeline built by somebody else. But I'm not doing that anymore. I feel like I go back and forth between doing it and not doing it, but I'm not doing it right now, and I'm pretty freaking happy about not doing it right now. I've created my entire own timeline, and I am trusting in the process that I've built. There's a future journal entry that is literally titled Trusting the Systems That I Built, and that is exactly what I'm doing, because I'm not a checklist and I did not follow a stereotypical, oh, do blank. Like if I had gone to any normal business coach and told them that this is what I was doing, I guarantee you that 99% of them would have said that this was a stupid idea, or that you need to do clear call to actions. You need to do certain things that I'm definitely not doing. But I also have absolutely no doubt that whoever does reach out to me will get the value that they seek, because if you can watch these videos to understand how my brain works, then you already know that the way that I think through my problems is the same way that I will help think through yours. And I think that that is very valuable. So, because I like to ask questions and end with a question because of that, today's question is, what list are you trying to make yourself fit when really you should just make your own list? Because this is me making my own list and enjoying a lovely afternoon in the park while doing so. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.